Have you ever dreamed of being your own boss but feared it might turn into a nightmare? Picture this. You're sitting there, eyes glued to a financial spreadsheet at midnight, wondering if you have the strength to keep going. I've been there, and I know what it feels like when the dream of financial freedom crashes into the harsh reality of running a business. This isn't a journey of roses or glamorous Instagram photos. It's about long, exhausting days, tough decisions, and moments when you question if you're sacrificing too much. In this video, I'll take you through the unspoken truths of entrepreneurship, the bitter failures, the quiet fears, and the times I almost gave up. This is a story of a journey from struggle to success, where I learned to turn tears into strength and setbacks into stepping stones for the future. Especially if you're an American woman yearning to transform your life through business, I want you to know you're not alone. But this isn't just my story, it's an invitation for you to explore. I'll share practical strategies that helped me navigate the darkness, from building a resilient mindset and managing financial pressure to seeking support when everything seemed to crumble. You'll see that success doesn't come from luck, but from the ability to face challenges and rise stronger. Stay until the end to discover how to turn obstacles into opportunities and to find out if you're ready to embark on this journey to shape your own future. Entrepreneurship, freedom or burden? Unlimited income? Do you dare to bet on yourself? Have you ever looked at your paycheck and wondered, is this all I'm worth? As an employee, I felt trapped in a golden cage, a fixed salary, no matter how hard I worked. Entrepreneurship changed everything. I was no longer limited to 40 hours a week for $55,000. Instead, I built a business that brought in millions. The best part? You decide the number in your bank account. I've seen friends, ordinary people like you and me, turn ideas into companies worth tens of millions. But to get there, you have to step out of your comfort zone. Do you dare? Freedom and flexibility, dream or pressure? Entrepreneurship gives you the freedom to manage your time, work from anywhere, and make your own decisions. But that freedom comes at a steep price. Sleepless nights worrying about cash flow, days when revenue hits rock bottom, and the pressure of market competition. That's the reality no one tells you when you dream of freedom. You'll sacrifice family time and relaxing evenings for the chance to build something bigger. How much are you willing to pay for that dream? Growth and success, the reward after the pain. Entrepreneurship forces you to learn financial management, team leadership, facing failure. But through those hardships, you grow. Success isn't just about money, it's about true autonomy and freedom. Do you have the patience to wait for that day? The journey to becoming your best self through entrepreneurship. Why entrepreneurship accelerates your growth. Entrepreneurship is a true forge for personal development. Unlike stable jobs with fixed roles, it pushes you out of your comfort zone. You learn to manage time, allocate resources, and handle financial pressure. For example, when I started a small business project, I had to figure out budgeting, profit calculation, and unexpected costs. These experiences didn't just build skills, they changed how I saw myself. Facing failure, learning from mistakes. Failure is inevitable in entrepreneurship. I once lost a significant amount due to misjudging the market. Instead of giving up, I analyzed the cause: lack of customer research and poor risk management. I learned to listen to real needs, negotiate better, and build contingency plans. My initial weaknesses, like impatience and disorganization, became strengths through each challenge. Honing leadership and decision-making skills. Entrepreneurship also develops leadership. You're not just working alone, you're leading a team, resolving conflicts, and making tough calls. I remember having to downsize to save the business, a painful choice. Through it, I learned to balance emotion and logic, building resilience and the ability to inspire others. The path to self-improvement. Entrepreneurship isn't just about material success, it's a path to discovering and refining yourself. With each challenge, you'll grow in confidence, adaptability, and vision. If you dare to step forward and learn from mistakes, you'll become the best version of yourself. Success can sometimes be a gilded prison. Many dream of being their own boss, envisioning a life of boundless freedom and flexibility. But the reality is harsher. Sometimes, success feels like a gilded prison. As an entrepreneur, your mind never leaves work. Tight deadlines, demanding clients, and every decision rests on your shoulders. There's no clocking out at 5 p.m. Work follows you home, creeps into your sleep, and even invades your dreams. Employees might envy the so-called freedom of entrepreneurs, but they don't see the trade-off. As an employee, you can leave work behind after hours. For me, the responsibility never ends. I remember nights spent editing videos until 3 a.m. to meet deadlines, only to wake up and film a vlog with a smile, hiding my exhaustion. It felt like running on a treadmill, always moving, never stopping. The pressure was suffocating. But in moments of wanting to quit, I found strength in my why. I started Rich Girl Shift to inspire women and prove we can surpass society's expectations. This mission fueled me, reminding me that every sacrifice was a step toward a greater goal. When tired, I asked myself, is this just a job or a calling from within? The answer pulled me through the darkest days. Entrepreneurship isn't for the faint-hearted. It's a journey of constant growth, where you confront weaknesses and turn them into strengths. But it's also a chance to discover how far you can go. The key is having a why big enough to overcome every challenge. So, what's your why? What dream or mission is strong enough to pull you through the toughest days? Loneliness in entrepreneurship. No one understands your pressure. Entrepreneurship is a lonely journey. Even with a dedicated team, the biggest burdens are yours alone. Life or death decisions, financial risks, and the pressure to keep the business afloat all rest solely on your shoulders. You can't unload everything on employees. They don't carry the same weight. Family and friends may listen, but few truly grasp the sleepless nights over cash flow or the moments you face crossroads where every choice could alter the business's fate. I've sat alone in my dimly lit office, wondering if the sacrifices were worth it. The loneliness felt like an invisible wall, isolating me from the world. But loneliness isn't inevitable. I realized the key to overcoming it is connecting with those who understand. Joining entrepreneur groups changed how I faced challenges. There, I shared hidden fears, learned from others' experiences, and realized I wasn't alone. A seasoned mentor became my anchor, offering fresh perspectives and guidance through the darkest times. These connections not only eased the emptiness, but also brought encouragement and invaluable lessons. If you're struggling with loneliness, seek out community, networking events, entrepreneur forums, or local meetups. A heartfelt conversation can illuminate your mind's shadows and fuel your drive to keep going. Connection doesn't just lighten the load, it opens doors to lasting growth. Financial and legal risks. One mistake can ruin everything. When you become an entrepreneur, risk isn't just a possibility, it's part of the game. I thought I was prepared, but once, I nearly lost everything when a business partner suddenly withdrew their investment. Thousands in debt weighed on me, and I didn't know how to escape. Some nights, I wondered if returning to a stable job was the safer choice. The fear of failure, anxiety over money, and unease about legal risks are universal for entrepreneurs. But I learned that instead of running, I had to face and manage them. Financial risks. When money is everything. Financial risk isn't just about losing money, it's about losing the stability you've sweat to build. I saw a friend invest everything into a project without a backup plan. When it collapsed, he lost not just money but faith in himself. To avoid that, I remind myself. Backup is a lifeline. Never pour all your savings into one venture. Keep enough to live for at least 6 months. Don't put all eggs in one basket. Diversify income streams so if one fails, you have something to hold on to. Legal risks. The enemy in the shadows. Legal risks can stem from the smallest things, a vague contract or a paperwork error. I paid the price when a client sued me over an ambiguous clause. I survived, but the lesson was costly. Know the law or hire someone who does. Don't hesitate to learn basic legal principles or consult a lawyer. Insurance is a shield. A business insurance policy can save you from unforeseen nightmares. Are you ready to play big? Risk is every entrepreneur's companion, but it's not the end. Prepare thoroughly, learn from mistakes, and always have a plan B. Do you dare face your fears to reach financial freedom? I believe you can because I've been where you are and I'm still moving forward. Advice for women who want to start a business. Entrepreneurship is an inspiring yet challenging journey. To turn your dream into reality, you need careful preparation and a clear strategy. Here are 3 practical tips for women craving financial freedom and business success: financial preparation, network building, and continuous learning. Financial preparation. Don't start empty-handed. Finances are the foundation of any business. Before quitting my stable job to pursue entrepreneurship, I saved enough to cover 6 months of living expenses without income. This cushion allowed me to experiment and learn without financial panic. Imagine Lynn, who saved for a year before opening her small shop. When initial sales fell short, her emergency fund kept her afloat. I recommend building an emergency fund, at least 6 months of living costs, before starting. It's your safety net for chasing dreams without fear. Have you started saving for your journey? Build a network. You can't succeed alone. No one succeeds without support. When I began, I attended entrepreneur events, connected with like-minded people, and sought advice from mentors. Take Min, who built her fashion business through networking. She joined workshops, met investors, and gained guidance from an experienced advisor, helping her navigate early struggles. For women, networks are not just inspiration but tools to overcome barriers. Join entrepreneur clubs, attend seminars, and don't hesitate to ask for advice. The power of connection will surprise you. Are you ready to find your allies? Continuous learning. Knowledge is your weapon. Knowledge is key to sustainable growth. I always read business books and take courses to improve. Hung turned a small idea into a $1 million business by self-learning finance and marketing. She started with little, but through books and training, she built a solid foundation. You don't need to know everything at first, but you must be willing to learn daily. Treat knowledge as a weapon to adapt and outpace competition. Have you picked your first book or course yet? Entrepreneurship demands thorough preparation and relentless determination. With solid finances, a supportive network, and a learning mindset, you'll be ready to conquer any challenge. Take action today. Your first small step could change your future. Are you ready for this journey? Becoming an entrepreneur isn't a path lined with roses. There will be days you cry from pressure, nights you toss and turn with worry, and moments you want to give up when everything seems to crumble. But if you persevere through those trials, the reward is priceless. Financial freedom to live your dream life, flexibility to control your time, and deep pride in knowing you built something from nothing. I started with a $55,000 salary, faced my darkest days, and learned to turn fear into fuel for a better future. You can too, because the real power lies within you. Start today, right now, because the perfect moment never comes if you just wait. It arrives when you act, even if it's a small step, writing your first business idea, saving your first dollar for an emergency fund, or attending a workshop to learn. Each step is a brick in your dream's foundation. Don't let fear hold you back, let it drive you forward. I believe you have potential beyond what you imagine, and this journey will prove it. And if you feel lost or need a companion, Rich Girl Shift is here as a source of inspiration and support. We're not just viewers, we're an unspoken community, sharing, learning, and growing together. Let this video be the start of your transformation. Are you ready to take the step? Have you ever thought about becoming an entrepreneur? Share your thoughts or questions in the comments. I'll personally read and reply to everyone. If you want more deep lessons, real stories, and tips to turn dreams into reality, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video from Rich Girl Shift. Each video is a step forward on your journey. Together, we'll discover how to live the life you've always wanted, one day at a time, starting now.